Terrell Thomas, TheseUrbanTimes. We sitting down today at the LiveHipHopDaily Studio in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm with a young lady who I can just tell by her aura, as the young kids say, that she'll be going big places very, very soon. She's already making a lot of noise. Originally from Arkansas.
Originally from Cali.
Grew up in Arkansas. Now she's making moves in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and she's going to shift those moves over here to Atlanta and not too long as well. As you can see, she's very low-key and humble. Miss J Humble, how you feel today?
Man, I am blessed, man. It's a blessing to be in the building. You know, I'm talking about J Humble's in ATL. What's happening?
Now, you got a lot going on with your career, so I want to highlight what you're doing, because you're doing things in music, film, and sports. The big three, the trifecta in many ways. And that's a hat that a lot of people aren't able to wear. But first, I want to dive into your music, because you have a very unique sound, a very unique style, something in which you're highlighting as AfroRnB. So how did that lane come about for you?
AfroRnB, actually, I had came up with the name because I was like, okay, I don't want to be categorized in just one lane, you know. I don't like to be put in a box, and so I just wanted to be known like, yes, I do Afro beats, but I'm in my, my R&B bag. And so when shout out to my producer Mav Rocks, he actually here in the city in Atlanta, man, y'all tap in with him. He actually presented me with my first Afro record. And prior to that, I was working with another artist on a Afro song, and I just loved how my voice just was on that record, and it was so soothing and smooth. And then like when I let my mom hear a record, she said, "Now this is a lane that you can most definitely be in." You know what I'm saying? And so when mom said it, it's a go. And so I seen like Chris Brown was already in the bag before a lot of people. And so when I started getting into the lane like 3-4 years ago, I was like, okay, it's not a lot of people in this lane, so like let's go for it. And so I was like, okay, well, we just gonna do AfroRnB, and I just started rolling with it, and it gratefully, thank God, it really started opening a lot of doors up for me.
Opening a lot of doors, I think, is kind of underlining what you have going on right now. I also know that you've taken your talents to the international scene, and you've been working with somebody from Nigeria. Recently dropped a remix for a single, Loving Me Up. Talk to me about that record and how that all came about.
Man, shout out to Cheeky Cheesy. Y'all tap in with my guy. He's from Nigeria. It was so crazy how that situation played out, because I was originally looking for like a WizKid like artist, or WizKid or Sean Paul, Big Sean. I was looking for that, and like my team was like, well, do we got the bag for that? And I like to go over the edge of stuff, y'all. I don't limit my brain, because I feel like anything is freaking possible. You know, I like to manifest, and I have faith, and I know when you have a good product, and when somebody has the feeling on wanting to just let it just flow, you know. So I don't, the limit is beyond the limits, you know. So I got on TikTok, y'all. Got on TikTok. And I originally had another artist, and he was from somewhere over there too, but we kept missing each other. And so when it came to the WhatsApp app, the difference of the times kept messing us up, right? So then I came across Cheeky on Instagram, and I DM'd him. I said, that's the sound I'm freaking looking for. And y'all, it was 3 years I had been looking for an artist to get on this record, because I knew like if I could get an international vibe, because it already has the sound, it already got the vibe to it, that ain't gonna do nothing but enhance the record. So when I sent it over to Cheeky, I actually was already going to LA, and it just so happened I found out that Cheeky was in LA, and I was going to LA for something totally different, y'all. And so he didn't think I was a real person, so I had to stay consistent, you know what I'm saying? And he finally answered me back, and then that's when I found out he was in LA. Showed him the music video to the original Loving Me Up. And yeah, he said, I already got the melodies. He was already sold on it. And then you got what you got, Loving Me Up remix featuring Cheeky Cheeky.
Now, do you see yourself continuing kind of that pattern as far as like working with artists over in Africa or international artists?
Absolutely. I actually got an invite, y'all, December to go to Kenya, Africa.
That's major.
I haven't spoke on it, but I'm speaking on it now. And so I have a lot of like things in the vault or plays that's being made behind the scenes, but I'm grateful that I got that opportunity. And then a few months back in October, I was supposed to open up at House of Blues for this Morocco tour. But things didn't quite, go the way it needed to be. But yeah, like as far as like some relationships that I've been able to build off of Loving Me Up remix, them doors is opening.
So as I mentioned a moment ago, you've been making a big splash in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and recently you were nominated for the best R&B, the best female R&B artist in that area in Dallas.
Your homework.
Talk to me about that and the feeling. Was it motivating? Did it do something for your confidence as far as an artist and a songwriter? Was it humbling? Like, what was that experience like?
It was one of those situations. I actually got tagged on Facebook because I didn't even know I was nominated.
Oh shit!
Right. Shout out to my guy Dez. He tagged me, and then I ran in the room. I said, "Mom," I said, "Look at this." I said, "I'm nominated," and she was like, "Girl, that's good." I didn't know how to feel because it was just like, because you know how sometimes as an artist, you kind of get in your head sometimes, and it's like, am I not doing enough? Is people not paying attention? And so when I stopped doing that, y'all, and I'm gonna tell all artists, just stay in your lane, stay and focus on what's in front of you and your craft and your career, and don't be worried about the outside because people are watching. When you don't even realize that they watching, but I was real grateful, and I was happy to know that that I was getting that recognition. You know what I'm saying? And bigs up to the women that was also in the category.
Now you're moving into the world of movie production, film production, and such. Talk to me about how that path came about for you, and what have you been working on recently in that world?
Shout out to my management team. My managers are actually producers, film producers, and so shout out to London and shout out to Wesley Jones. Me and London, I really consider them as my business partners more than managers, but they most definitely hold their weight. We all been working together for quite some time, and so when I got introduced to the film world, it was different behind the scenes because I've been in front of the camera, of course. But when I got behind the scenes, I said, "Oh, this is where it's at." And then I still get asked to this day, like, "Jay, you don't want to be in front of the camera. You got the face for it." But I'm just like, it's tough because when you get that behind the scenes bread, it just hit different. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned so much from just being in front of the camera and being behind the camera, and I really just love the process. Like, it really makes me have more. It really makes me have more of acknowledgement when it comes to the actors. Like, I appreciate y'all, and the work that you guys put in, not even from just being film producers, but all the way down to the crew. Like, because people don't realize the work that it takes. I'm talking about 12 to 14 hour days, you guys. Seriously, you know what I'm saying? And we shooting for it could be a month at a time, depending on the project, so the stuff that you guys see in the movie theaters, it's us putting in that work, and I commend everybody who takes the time and actually wants to be in behind the scenes of what we be doing, man.
Now you've dived into the world from basketball or sports into music, and I love that path. I love how hip hop and we see sports nowadays are actually doing a lot more together. We look at the halftime show. And the Super Bowl over the last few years has been pretty much like a hip hop or R&B themed thing with The Weeknd and Rihanna's this year coming up, Kendrick Lamar. I understand you played ball in college and coming up and whatnot. Talk to me about some of your athletic days and how you feel. How do you feel like your knowledge in sports or playing on the team in sports has helped you now in a music career?
I feel like it tremendously has helped. I played in high school and I was cold. And I know it sounds like I'm just humbly saying it, but I don't like to do a lot of talking. I like to show. But I was able to be, a part of All-Star and all those accolades and stuff and plats. And for my journey, it was really different, and I thank God that I had people along the way to really coach me, because it even goes into the music business or the entertainment business. You still have to be coachable, and don't get so beyond yourself that, you know, you too good to learn from. You always want to learn. You always want to get knowledge from somebody that's mentoring you, somebody that's been in the game for a long time, because it could probably save you a lot of headaches. You know, and when I was young, I was hard-headed. And I even told myself, I said, you know, I really could have went pro, y'all. I really could have, but because I felt like I was talented, I didn't really put the effort in really dedicating myself to having a work ethic when it came to the basketball side when I played. And so now that I'm on the entertainment side, talent don't get you nowhere. That's only half. So if you don't have the work ethic and you're not dedicated, you're not gonna get far. So it really just goes hand in hand. It's crazy how it go hand in hand. But if you don't have the right team around you in the entertainment business, it's just like when you got your starting five. Because the coach believes in that starting five. And he also got the five on the bench that he still believes in. And then you got the people that may not even play. You know what I'm saying? So all that plays a part, and it's just so crazy how everything just like balances itself from the music business into the sports.
I love the honesty and the, you know, you being open right there and sharing with us as far as what you say. You felt like you didn't put your all into it maybe in your earlier days. And now you have a sports company in which you're helping to groom, you're helping to groom young athletes and such, and kind of teach them from some of the mistakes and what you've made and learned from, and help guide them to make the proper and right decisions. Talk to me about that company.
Connect the Dots, man, came about literally 2 months ago. This was something that was already kind of like in plans as far as the sports side. But you know, as you plan it, everything just really has to fall in place. And so now I'm doing a whole big event in the DFW area, October the 13th, hoops and fashion. And so with Connect the Dots, we're a one-stop shop company. We are a consulting company, and so whatever that we can, from the entertainment side to the sports side, if we can help you, you want to put in the work, we're gonna put you in position.
As a music artist, I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. Living or dead, give me 3 artists in which you would love to have the opportunity or love to have had the opportunity to do a record with.
Okay, Chris Brown, Tiana Taylor, and I'm going to go with Tupac.
Ooh, okay. So what is it about those artists and their artistry where you feel like y'all would have a great blend or be able to create great music together?
Chris Brown, when it comes to him, man, ain't nobody outworking him, bro. Like, I love how, even up until like now, by just watching his journey, like, I'm very inspired. Because, you know, as we see when it comes to social media, you know, they always trying to knock my boy down, you know, but adversity, you can use that and turn that into the pain and turn that into something greater, which is positive, and I commend him. And I can't wait to work with you, buddy. And then you got Tiana Taylor. Work ethic is out the ass. Do you hear me? And I love, just because she's a woman in the entertainment business, you see what she's had to go through and endure and where she is now. Tupac, I would just love to sit down with that man and soak up all the knowledge. And I love the fact, because he's a Gemini, so he don't care, right? And I just love the fact, like, he was so outspoken and he knew he had to speak for the people. He didn't mind putting his life on the line, you know what I'm saying, for his people. So.
I know you're consistently in the studio. I know that you'll, be doing some work, shaking hands and kissing babies, as they say, as you're out here in Atlanta. Without giving away too much sauce, revealing too much, what are you currently what are you currently working on music-wise, and where do you see your career, I'll say, a year from now?
Currently, I am just now finishing up on my sophomore album. I have like 17 songs in the vault that I was working on for like a year straight. Y'all have been working on this project a year straight. I do see myself, like, I at least want to have like four albums underneath my belt, really just building my catalog, y'all. Artists, y'all need to tap in and really realize how important it is to just build your catalog. And so that's what I'm working on. That's where my focus is. And yeah, we still moving and grooving as far as film and TV. Got some projects that we're currently working on. Y'all look forward to Bid for Love 2. Y'all go check out Build for Love 1 on BET. Also, let's see, like I said, we got the event coming up October the 13th, Hoops and Fashion. We'll be also putting together some clinics and skills and training, and we traveling across the globe from city to city. Yeah, don't play with it.
Let our audience know who may have not had the opportunity to hear your sound yet, and those who will be looking to hear more from you, how they can check out your music.
You guys can follow me, J Humble Official, J-A-I Humble Official, or you guys can Google me. Everything is right there on the Google platform. Whatever you want to see, everything that you want to, just stay tuned and keep following. And yeah, the humble way.
Jay, it's been a pleasure to sit and chat with you today. We'll now be in tune and locked into what you have going on. Looking forward to watching you grow, not only as an artist, but as a businesswoman as well. And we're going to come out to one of those sports games and sit on the sideline and see what these young athletes have going on.
Yes,
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure. Don't play with it. The humble way.